To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Lockhart Perspective.
I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe. Hello, and welcome to the Lockhart Perspective and Headlines with a Voice. Today, we're going to look at a lot of recalls because I feel it's necessary for us to get for us to become a little more privy to what's really going on out there. And let's address a couple of things because I think we all have the same mindset sometimes when it comes to these kind of things. First mind says, well, maybe there's nothing wrong with this stuff. And maybe they just want us to believe that. Or maybe they just want us to clear out our freezers. No matter what it is, you still need to be aware of any of the tactics that may be or may not be going on. With that, I'd like to say hello and welcome to each and every one of you. We're going to look at a few recalls that go back as far as November and bring us all the way up to now. And here's why. Because as I reviewed some of these this morning, I realized that a few of them overlapped one another with the topic, like fruit. And you'll think that the same fruit is the same as the cantaloupe, but then you'll turn around and you'll find that it's not. It's actually a fruit cup that's separate altogether. So I think that it's important for us to glance at that. We're going to go on ahead and give you the entire screen as I like to do so that you can read along with me. Now, once this is published, you will be able to go in and find out exactly what's what. Now, we're looking today at food. We're also looking at a couple of electronic items that you may have purchased to help your life be a little quicker, a little faster, a little easier, air fryers and things of that nature, as well as some string lights. Now, you may be a person who likes to put lights up all year round. And if that's the case, then this just might interest you. This right here that we're looking at comes from a company by the name of Gauze Gourmet Food. They're issuing an allergy alert on undeclared sesame in sandwiches. Now, it was published November 30th of 2023. However, don't you think somebody could still have some of those inside of their freezer, especially if they were not privy to this recall? Of course we do. We know that. So the name of the company again is Gauze, Gaws, Gourmet Foods, and that is their brand name as well. The product description is a deli sub, and it's a breakfast bagel sandwich. Now, Gauze Food in Marysville, Michigan, is recalling 3 varieties of 8-inch deli subs and 2 varieties of their breakfast bagel sandwich because they may contain undeclared sesame. People who have an allergy or a sensitivity to the sesame run the risk of serious, or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume these products. The recalled subs and sandwiches were distributed and also may be sold in some of the retail stores and bars in Southeast Michigan. The products are in a clear plastic wrap and they're marked with an expiration date of 11/28 through 12/15. Marked on the back of the packaging. If you do have any of these, here are some of the UPCs as well as the size. Gauze Deluxe Italian Sub is a 12-ounce package, and it has a UPC that says 1725, 6 followed by 20910. There's another one that's 8 ounces, same product description, but the UPC is a little different. It ends in a 20 instead of the 10. So it's 1725, 6 followed by 20920. They also have an extra large ham and cheese sandwich. 8 ounce. The UPC is 1725, 6 followed by 20925. The Gauze ham and cheese bagel is a 6-ounce sandwich, and it has a UPC of 17256 followed by 20500. Gauze salami and bagel and cheese, 6 ounce. You may want to check these out if you got them in your freezer. Here, I'm giving you the number right here. It's for your convenience. You'll see that that number is 17256 followed by 20501. Now, they're telling us that there has been no illnesses reported to date with connection to this problem. They also say that the recall was initiated after it was discovered that the sesame seeds were in the products. Excuse me. And that they were distributed in the packages and they did not reveal sesame. Subsequent investigation indicates the problem was caused by a breakdown in the company's labeling process. Production of the product has been suspended until the FDA and the company are certain that the problem has been corrected. Consumers who have purchased these problems, obviously we know where they urge you to always go back and get a full refund, throw it away. If you have any problems or questions, down below in the description, you'll be able to get a hold of this once this video is published to be able to reach out to them. You never know who has this stuff, right? You never know. Second product that we're going to be looking at this afternoon, is actually some chocolate. Chocolate, because we all love chocolate. But this chocolate is some chocolate that you might want to look at. Here you go. Blissy. Blissy. Pillowcases, those look pretty. MATRESSES'S issues a product mislabeling advisory and voluntary recall on some very limited units of dark chocolate coins. If you know me, you know that I love dark chocolate. I don't like the milk chocolate stuff. Can't stand it. So somebody out there may have this. The FDA published the return of these products or the recall of these products on December 1st, 2023, about 15, 16 days ago, roughly. It has undeclared milk, and the name of the company is MATRESSES'S. Why am I not surprised? The product description is dark chocolate coins, and it's Bayonne, New Jersey. December 1st, 2023, MATRESSES'S is recalling their dark chocolate coins because it may have undeclared milk, and people who have an allergy or a severe sensitivity to milk run the risk of serious life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume the products. Now, the MATRESSES'S dark chocolate coins were distributed to stores nationwide, predominantly located in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut regions during the weeks of September 26, 2023 through November 28, 2023. To me, that's just in time for people who like to give gifts of things like this. So if you wrapped it up, you want to give it to Meemaw or somebody else, you might want to unwrap it. You might want to make sure you don't give it to Meemaw, because this recall was initiated after the company was notified by their quantity control department that a limited number of bags labeled dark chocolate coins contain milk chocolate coins. All right. There are the UPCs down below in the description. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. So know that after this is published, you'll be able to rectify it by looking down below inside of the description. But until then, if you do have this and you got a question, you can't wait till the end, how about giving them a call? That phone number is 718-369-4600. It's Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern time. The recall is being made with the knowledge of the Food and Drug Administration, which is good, because that means they're already on it. They already know that this thing is going on. And so therefore, they'll be able to help you out if you got any questions, and you can always go to them to get those answers. With that said, let's move on to the next one. So the next one we're going to look at is a recall dealing with fruit. Remember, we said we're going to be starting from way back, pulling all the way up. Well, this one right here is a fruit recall. And this fruit recall is dealing with salmonella. Now, different company that we've heard of. Let me give you that screen. so that you have it. It's a different company. This is different than what we've heard of. Although some of these stories dealing with the fruit are overlapping one another, some of them are. Very important that we keep our eyes open to this. So now it's updated, GHGA LLC in coordination with Sophia Produce. Now, remember, Sophia Produce is the company that we were looking at that's dealing specifically with the cantaloupe. They are dealing with the cantaloupe. All right. And so that's why we want to make sure we're looking at these. Let me clear these other ones out so that we don't have to worry about trying to have this page all blocked up. There we go. The company announcement date was December the 6th, 2023. The FDA did publish it on the same exact date. It is the product type food and beverage. The reason for the announcement is the potential contamination with salmonella. The company again is GHGA LLC. The brand name, get this, Sprouts Farmers Market, Trader Joe's. The product description is fruit cups and trays containing the cantaloupe. Do you see how they did that there? So you already knew about the cantaloupe. You already knew about the fact that they've closed down the Mexican plant, that the fruit was coming in, at least temporarily. But did you know that they had these fruit cups and trays that were available at Sprouts Farmers Market and Trader Joe's? A lot of people go to those stores because they feel as if they're able to get a better value and a better quality of food. Well, here in Conley, Georgia, on December 4th, 2023, they updated the states that distributed to the product company Sprouts to include Florida, and they took away Alabama. No additional products or dates have been added. GHGA LLC is voluntarily recalling select fresh cut products made with the whole cantaloupe, subject to the previously announced product recall initiated by Sophia Produce LLC, doing business as True Fresh, due to the potential of salmonella contamination. Salmonella, as we know, is an organism which can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in people that are young, children, frail, elderly people, and others with weakened immune systems. Healthy people infected with the salmonella often experience fever, diarrhea, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and in rare circumstances, infections with salmonella can result in the organism getting into the bloodstream. Now, if you guys noticed just recently, this statement has been added just recently. Out of all the years that you and I have been doing these together, this is something that's very telling. They want you to know that salmonella can result in the organism getting into the bloodstream and producing more severe illnesses, such as arterial infections, i.e., infected aneurysms, endocarditis, and arthritis. And arthritis. Who knew? Let's go. All GHGA fresh cut fruit products associated with the recall, whole cantaloupe associated with the outbreak, have expired. However, consumers who have purchased these items may have frozen them for later use and are urged not to consume the products and to dispose of them immediately or return the items to their local store. You got to keep out an eye for this, folks. Here's why. Generally, when you have an outbreak of this nature, you're not going to come up in the first couple of weeks of people who would be considered ill because of this, because it takes a little longer for them to collect the data. We talked about this yesterday briefly. So the fresh cut fruit products contained recalled cantaloupe that was distributed to Kroger stores in Alabama, Georgia, and Sprouts stores in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Trader Joe's retail stores in Alabama, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and Tennessee. Now, they just told us that Alabama was no longer a part of it, but now you see the codicil to that is that it's located in Trader Joe's stores, to which I know there is at least 3 in Alabama now. So it's still in Alabama. It also added South Carolina and Tennessee being close to Alabama. Says that the products are packaged in a clear, square, or round plastic containers marked with the sell-by date and the lot code on the label. Voluntarily recalled items include the specific product lot codes and the expiration dates below. No other products are affected, allegedly, because every single day this list grows. Down below in the description, you'll be able to find more information on how to find out about this FDA outbreak advisory, as well as a phone number and their liaison for media to find out exactly what they have to say, should you elect to know that. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is chicken. Well, Felicia, we already talked about chicken. Didn't we just talk about some chicken? Yeah, we didn't talk about this chicken. But the chicken products that are recalled is because of the possible listeria contamination. Now, Garland Ventures has done a recall on ready-to-eat chicken fried rice products. All right. Because of a possibility that it may be contaminated with listeria contamination. The editor's note is the FSIS has a first announcement, and the editor's note was December 6, 2023. The details of the recall were updated to reflect the correct lot code for the product that was implicated in the recall. Washington, D.C., December 6th, Garland Ventures. A Garland, Texas establishment is recalling approximately 13,842 pounds of ready-to-eat RTE chicken fried rice products that may be adulterated with Listeria monocytogenes. The United States Department of Agriculture, Food Safety and Inspection Service, or the FSIS, announced the ready-to-eat chicken fried rice products was produced November 10th, 2023. The following product is subject to a recall. What is it, Felicia? It's the 12-ounce tray containing Freshness Guaranteed brand. Chicken fried rice, diced chicken meat with vegetables, and rice in a savory soy sauce. You could get that all mixed up inside of that soy sauce. Savory soy sauce. Yeah. Excuse me. That's what you think you're getting, but you're not. The lot code is W as in whiskey, King, 10 Charlie, Frank, Robert, and has a best used date of 11/10/2024 on the label. The products subject to recall bear the establishment date of P as in Paul 31993 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to retail locations nationwide. Who the freak is mining the store? Who's watching the store? I just want to know. Who's checking the place out? Who's watching the place? Hey, everybody. Deborah, how you doing, Rage? Daryl, Watchman, Scrap Owl. Hey, who is watching the stuff? How about that? Who's watching the food? All right, so let's get on with this. Now, they said there have been no confirmed reports of adverse reactions due to consumption of these products. Anyone concerned about any injury or illness should contact their healthcare provider. The consumption of food contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes can cause listeriosis, a serious infection that primarily affects older adults and older persons. Now, here's what I want to look at, you guys, because we seem to gloss over these words that they sort of casually throw out. You know what I mean? Because we hear the thing, we're getting so anesthetized to the term listeriosis and Listeria monocytogenes and salmonella. I want us to take a quick gander. Let's just take a quick gander at Listeria monocytogenes. That's what we're going to do. Let's take a look at that. Let's break it on down, shall we? We're going to go listeriosis. As we're going to get to this too, talking about the wow, there's actual peaches. We're going to talk about some peaches. Remember that song, Millions of Peaches, Peaches for Me? Okay. Let's go on ahead and see what is it. Let's see what is it. All righty. Hopefully it'll just give it to us here. There we go. There we are, Felicia. Let's go ahead and look at this. Let me present this to you guys. It's a little off the beaten path. It wasn't something that I planned to do, but I do want us to know, hey, Sandy, but I do want us to check it out. Okay. Let's this is being thrown around so casually, you guys, that I think it's imperative that we familiarize ourselves with what's good. Speaking of what's good, let me give myself a little more light. I'm trying to decorate this room here, and I watched it on YouTube where they said, turn the room dark, black out the light, black out the windows, which we're going to black the windows out, and then we're going to stick some more stuff back there. We're going to see what we can come up with. Anyway, all right, here we are. Let's get this here together, you guys. Let me make this a bit larger for you all, because we have to be cognizant of the fact that sometimes people are throwing big words around, and we are not really privy to what it is, because they start to lose their luster once you start to hear it again. Listeria monocytogenes is a species of pathogenic disease-causing bacteria that can be found in moist environments, soil, water, decaying vegetation, and animals, and can survive and even grow under refrigeration and other food preservation measures. When people eat food contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes, they may develop a disease called listeriosis. Listeria monocytogenes is generally transmitted when food is harvested, processed, prepared, packed, transported, or stored in environments contaminated with listeriosis, the monocytogenes. Environments can be contaminated by raw material, water, soil, and incoming air. Pets can also spread the bacteria in the home environment if they eat food contaminated with L monocytogenes. Here are some of the symptoms. There are a range of symptoms for listeriosis depending on the severity of the illness. Symptoms may last from days to several weeks. Mild symptoms may include fever, muscle aches, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. If the more severe form of listeriosis develops, symptoms may include headache, stiff neck, confusion, loss of balance, and convulsions. For the very young and the elderly and the immune-compromised, listeriosis can result in death. People infected with listeriosis monocytogenes may start to see symptoms in a few hours or as long as 2 to 3 days after eating the contaminated food. But are you going to associate it with the food in this day and age? Those are some pretty common at this point in our lives, sad to say, symptoms. It says more severe forms of listeriosis may take anywhere from 3 days to 3 months to develop. Do you see why this is such a snaky, slopey road? It says due to the range of severity of illness, people should consult their healthcare provider if they suspect that they have developed symptoms that resemble Listeria monocytogenes infections. Of course, we already know the people that they're pushing to tell us who are the at-risk groups. We know that they are the elderly. We know that they are the children, which is the reason why I was a little upset the other day when I learned that the cantaloupe was given in rest homes while the elderly were eating it, and child daycare areas where mama and daddy send their kid into the daycare thinking, okay, they're going to give them a free lunch. Here you go. That saves a buck. Listeriosis can be particularly dangerous for pregnant women and their newborn babies, leading to serious complications with their pregnancy, including miscarriage and stillbirth. Babies born with a listeriosis infection may develop severe health complications that require immediate medical attention and lead to a lifelong healthcare problems or result in death. This thing has far-reaching implications when you consider a woman wouldn't have even known that that's what was wrong with her baby when the baby was born, and now they've labeled the baby as having a birth defect when it was because you just went down and had a little bowl of fruit. Women who suspect that they have the symptoms of listeriosis, which is the muscle aches, the nausea, the stiffness in the neck, which can also look like, what is that kissing disease? Mononucleosis, because that had that stiffness in the neck back when we were little kids coming up. They should seek the care immediately of a physician. Now, here are the foods that were linked to the outbreaks in the United States. All right, all here, which is where we are reading from. Now, one major thing, the refrigeration, it does not affect it. You can have that in your refrigerator, and if the container is open, it is going to poison everything else in the refrigerator. Do you see why these things are important that we've chosen now to focus on? This is important because, again, if it is something that we really should be focused on, they're trying to kill somebody. Let me shut up. Yeah. Yeah. So now we're not going to take that term lightly anymore. We can't afford to take the term lightly anymore. We have to understand that there's something going on here. Something's happening. Okay, because you all remember, we don't remember having this many recalls that now we can dedicate our time to looking into this. Let's move on. When you're not feeling good, sometimes you want to have a nice hot cup of soup. Better make it yourself if you know what your ingredients are, because we're looking at a soup recall because of misbranding. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. Soup recall due to misbranding and undeclared allergen. December 7th, 2023, the United States Department of Agriculture, Food and Safety Inspection Service is issuing a public health alert for ready-to-eat RTE product labeled as Berea-inspired beef soup. Due to misbranding and undeclared allergens, the product labeled as Berea-inspired beef soup may actually contain plant-based chicken noodle soup. My Lord. A beef-inspired soup just might have fake chicken noodle soup, which contains some sesames. Well, something up with the sesames. Something up with the sesames. Second story sesames, which is a known allergen, which is not declared on the product label. The FSIS is issuing the public alert, health alert, to ensure that customers are aware that these products should not be consumed. A recall was not requested because the products are no longer available for purchase, but you just might have them in your kitchen. The RTE product label as Berea-inspired beef soup that may contain plant-based chicken noodle soup were produced November 18th, 2023, and the following product is subject to the health alert. 24-ounce plastic cups labeled Whole Foods Market Kitchens. Berea-inspired beef soup with hominy used by date of 1/2/24 and the lot number code 11183. The top of the plastic cups may be labeled Whole Foods Market Kitchen, plant-based chicken noodle soup made with plant protein. Does not contain chicken, is what the top of the container says. The product subject to the public health alert bears the establishment date and number of 18235, I should say. It's an establishment number 18235 inside the USDA mark of inspection. These items were shipped to retail locations in Arizona, California, Hawaii, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, Oregon, and Washington. The issue was discovered by the retailer after the store employee identified a case of RTE plant-based chicken ready to eat noodle soup product bearing the correct top label, but the incorrect front label on the back and the back labels. The retailer reported the issue to the producing establishment, and the establishment notified the FSIS. There have been no confirmed reports of adverse reaction, and you know the spiel. You know what's down below. You know what's there. Okay. Now we're going to look at some pizza. You like a little pizza every now and again? Well, apparently, there's some pizza that has a recall. Let's get into this. Frozen pizza recall. Oh, what happened here? Kirkland seasoned rotisserie. Is that a special? Oh, yeah, it's a special. I thought they were saying something was wrong with that. Shakespeare's Pizza issues an allergy alert concerning undeclared wheat in its frozen pizzas. December the 7th, FDA published it on the December the 8th. Shakespeare Pizzas is a part of Columbia, Missouri. Shakespeare's Pizza of Columbia, Missouri is recalling all of its frozen pizza from the grocery stores as they contain wheat but do not declare the presence of wheat on their labels. People who have an allergy or a sensitivity to wheat run the risk of serious or life-threatening allergic reaction if they consume these products. Our pizzas are distributed in grocery stores throughout Missouri and in a small number of grocers in Kansas, in the Kansas City metro area. The brand, product size, and the UPC dates and lots Shakespeare's.
What about me would make you think
Where
that I
is
care
the
about
phone
your
coming
opinion
from?
of me?
Oh, it's my mom. Okay, so yeah, that's Deion Sanders. He's been losing his butt off. I mean, the whole entire season, right? It's just garbage. But in any case, I digress. Our pizza are distributed in grocery stores throughout Missouri and a small number of grocers in Kansas. Now, the Shakespeare Extra Cheese 12-inch. Extra Cheese 12-inch is 686 148 00 370. They want all of those to be redone. Take them all back. Shakespeare's Vegetarian 12-inch pizza, 686 148 00 They want all of those to be recalled. Then you've got the 4 cheese 12-inch, 686 148 followed by 3 zeros, 050. All. You know, some of these pizzas actually sound delicious. A spinach and artichoke pizza. Doesn't that sound delicious? Well, if you've got a wheat issue, it ain't so delicious because here is the UPC number is 686 148 followed by 30043. No illnesses have been reported due to this date. A routine inspection of our government's regulatory agency partners brought to light the omission of the declaration on our labeling of the presence of wheat in our pizzas. Any consumers who may have dietary restrictions concerning wheat should not consume our pizzas. There's the phone number, there's the name of the company, and all that good stuff. Hey, quick question for you. Did you know a lot of this stuff? Did you know a lot of this stuff? Huh? Y'all, we really got to watch it. Thank you, sister. Deborah Johnson, I appreciate you, baby love, for supporting the channel. Thank you so much, my darling. My darling. So appreciate you. Thank you, sister. So we got to keep our eyes open, folks. Let's go on. We got more. We have a nationwide now. I love tomatoes. Let me make that publicly known right now. I love them, especially if I've got garlic and basil and all that good stuff. But I did not know that there was a nationwide tomato recall. Didn't know it. And here, I just did grocery shopping. Okay. Hey, Dean. I just did grocery shopping. Deborah says, I just got farm raised, is that something? Capon. Oh, capons for the holiday. I think that's what that says. Yeah, I appreciate you, baby girl. So let's get a gander of this here. Now, the Global Vegetarian Corporation issues an alert on undeclared sulfites in sun-dried tomato halves. I love sun-dried tomatoes, don't you? Well, on December the 8th, 2023, the company, Global Vegetarian Corporation, brand name Aviator, dehydrated tomato halves. They're out of here. Company announcement. They're located at 20 West 55th Street, reading it as it's here, 7th floor, New York, 10019. They're recalling all lots and codes of its 5-pound packages of Aviator brand sun-dried tomato halves because they may contain undeclared sulfites. People who have a severe sensitivity to sulfites run the risk of serious or life-threatening reactions if they consume this product. The recalled Aviator sun-dried tomato halves was distributed nationwide. The product comes in a 5-pound vacuum bag. No illnesses or adverse reactions have been reported due to this product, but the recall was based after a routine sampling of the New York State Department of Agriculture and Markets food inspectors and subsequent analysis of food laboratory personnel revealed that the sulfite-containing product was distributed in packages that did not reveal the presence of sulfites. Now, the customers who have purchased the 5-pound bag of the Aviator brand sun-dried tomato halves with the lot number 060923-1 or /1 are urged to return them to the place of purchase for a full refund. Now, the consumers with questions can call the 201 number down there, 367-0517. If you like them like I like them, and you know how we know now, it's time to get those things out of there. Now, I'm going to ask you guys about this. Did you know the next three things that we're going to talk about? Because I didn't know this. I didn't know anything about a mattress recall. But apparently, there's a mattress recall. All right. Could be you're thinking about redoing a bedroom, and maybe you've got a guest room that you wanted to get an inexpensive mattress, and you just put it in the guest room. Well, this right here is from a company called Moon Sea Pack and Play Mattresses. It's a recall. Sounds like something that you'd put in a little kid's room, doesn't it? It does. Sounds just like something that you would put inside of a little kid's room. Well, this says Moon Sea Pack and Play Mattresses recall due to the suffocation hazard for infants. So it is for babies. The violation, there's a violation to the federal safety regulation for crib mattresses sold exclusively on Amazon, who is never accountable. Never, ever accountable. I watched the documentary. You guys got to watch some of the documentaries that are available here on YouTube, because I'm telling you, they've got some free documentaries here, and they're pretty telling. There was a whole documentary about Amazon and how they have really made a way of not being able to be, held accountable for some of the things that their companies that do business with them online do. I was amazed. That's where I found out a lot of the stuff that I found out. Let's get on with this. The name of the product is Moon Sea Pack and Play Mattress. The hazard is that the recalled mattress violate multiple provisions of the federal safety regulation for crib mattresses, including the thickness test and missing warning labels. The labels that we used to always get afraid to cut off of our pillows, those warning labels are not even there. The product poses a suffocation hazard to infants. The remedy is a refund right there. That's the remedy, a refund. The recall date, December 7th, just in time for your babies to come and visit for holiday. Here you went out and separate, did the room separate. There you go. It's about 11,000 these bad boys. Tell. Nobody's going to know it if you don't tell. Not a lot of people know. There's 11,000 of these units hanging around. Let's see what it looks like. A Moon Sleep Pack and Play. Let's find out what those look like. We got enough grandparents in here for us to fan out. Swarm. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let me take you guys over here so we can check. Yeah, we got to we got to do the grandparent swarm. Swarm. We got to fan out. Here you go. It's right here. That's it. Moon Sea Waterproof Play Yard Mattress Pad. Now that's the mattress. Let's see if this company is something we can just highlight. There you go, the Moon Sea store. Can we still see that? Yeah, I think we can. All right. Let's look at baby bedding. Here we go. Are we still on there? Yeah, we are. All right, so that's the company. Sleep Solution Moon Sea, provide healthy, comfortable sleep. There's the diaper changing stuff, diaper changing liners, pack and play mattress pads. Look at this. You even get a $2 coupon off here. These are the crib sheets. All right, so we see the target. We see 11,000 of these. Grandparents unite. Mama, daddy unite. There's a toddler bed right there. Yeah. Yep. Fan out. What did I say? Fan out. Yeah. That's important. That's very important to know. Very important to know. Okay. Very important. So that's the company. They're located there on Amazon. All right. So now we can put the names together with what it is that we're seeing. This is important, you guys. This is the stuff that's important. The stuff living in your house. Stuff that's in your house. That's the stuff that's important. The stuff that's in our house. We got more. Let's go. Yeah, the things that are in our house that we don't know nothing near. We don't know near. We don't know nothing. Now, salads. Got some salads. Harold's Salad Incorporated. Voluntary recalls assorted deli salads due to the contamination of, what did we just get through saying? Listeria monocytogenes. And we know that it's nothing to play with. We now know by reading it that it ain't nothing to play with. But the more you hear the term, the less impactful it is. This is coming up to the date that we're in right now. We are dated here now, December 18th. This story was Saturday, December 16th, and it was published from the FDA. Food and beverages, the reason for the announcement is the product might be contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes. The company name is Harold's Salad Incorporated. The brand name is multiple brand names. There's multiple of them. And what is the description? Various deli salads. Pay attention. You and I might make our potato salads, but not everybody does. Some people just get the potato salad, chop up an egg, and put a little onion in there, a little extra pickles, and bingo bango. 1-2 people at the house, that's it. That ain't the case. This right here, not everybody's like us. This right here could be somebody who just likes to fix it up a little. The company announcement is out of an abundance of caution. Harold Salads of Cleveland is recalling assorted deli salads packaged in various sizes. Recalled products may be contaminated with Listeria monocytogenes. There have been no reported illnesses, but we already understand why, because we know the window. We all are becoming more knowledgeable. The window will not tell you, but because we see that this stuff is being done, now we can speak intelligently to loved ones, family members, and neighbors that might get upset with us, but who cares? We were right about another thing too, and they didn't listen. Nonetheless, there have not been any illnesses or adverse health effects reported to date. However, Harold Salad Incorporated is proactively recalling specific batches to which the risk applies. The following products should be disposed of immediately. Go get your money first, though, baby. The Southern potato salad with the best before date of January 14th, 2024 through the 16th. If the dates are different, I will change the dates as we get to the product just for the sake of time. Let's get it. Original potato salad, same best by date. Original potato salad with egg, same best by date. The Rotini Garden Medley, best before date, same as we said before, 1/14 through 1/16/2024. The Greek orzo salad, same date, best before, 1/14. The black bean and corn salsa, best before, same date. Fireland deli potato salad, best before date. Look at the date change, 1/26/24, which means that stuff's hanging around someplace. Look how far out that date is. You see that date, 1/26/24? They've also got an Amish macaroni salad with a best before date of next month on the 17th. And then there's another Amish salad, but it's a potato salad. The first one's the macaroni. This one's the potato salad. Same date, 1/17. Original macaroni salad. Original date of 01/14 to 0/16. Poppy seed pasta. The salad has a best before date, 1/6/2024. Listen to this delicious salads they've jacked up. The Amish Wedding Rotini Garden Medley, best before date, 1/14. The Amish Wedding Potato, best before date, 1/24. The Amish Wedding Macaroni, best before, 1/19. Amish Wedding Diced Cucumber Salad, best before, 1/23. Amish Macaroni Salad, Dutch Valley, best before, 1/19. The Amish Potato Salad, Dutch Valley, best before, 1/19. Now, here's the kicker. The product may have been repackaged in a variety of sizes, depending, I think is what they're trying to say, the location of purchase. Please ask your local point of purchase if the product purchased falls within this recall. You guys, does this or does this not feel like the needle in the haystack? Go find it. Go fetch. We just told you. Run. Go look. The products were available at the following locations in Ohio: Lake Road Market, located at 20267 Lake Road, Rocky River. Krieger's Market at 615 Graham Road. And is it Cuyahoga Falls, you guys? Is that how you say that? Cuyahoga Falls. Shop and Save at 37 Ridge Road, Newton Falls. Looks like TOST at 13427 Madison Avenue in Lakewood. Another company, Toast, 2341 Scranton Road in Cleveland. Chupa's Marketplace, 5640 Pearl Road in Parma. Mike's Market at 9189 Chili Cloth Road in Kirtland. Rigo's at 19600 West 130th Street in Strongsville. Dave's Market, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, all out in Cleveland, Akron, Garfield, Euclid, Cleveland Heights, all of those areas. Dave's Market. Look out for it. What the heezy fasheezy do I got going on here? All right, let me power off this bad boy. All right, so Dave's Market, all of those locations. There's another 2 more Dave's Markets, one at 5100 Wilson Mills Road in Richmond Heights, and another Dave's Market. Poor Dave's. Dave's can't be that big of a company, even though they have several locations. It could be a family, but they're getting a hit for this here. 3565 Ridge Road in Cleveland. Farmhouse Foods at 20524 Southgate Park in Bedford. Some of these things can really hurt a business. There's a company called Bums, Birdie's Italian Market, Postilli's Meats, Pressler Meats, Macaulay's Giant, Edinburgh Corner Store, all of those companies, and Mentor, Canton, Akron, Niles, Talmadge Road and Rootstown, all of them. If you got it there, get rid of it. Brownhelm County Market. I'm reading these because these are not big brands. Are we? Anybody here from Ohio? Anybody here from that area? Are these small companies? These are like Vons back in the day and Alpha Beta back in California back in the day, or Ralph's, right? Nonetheless, these are small companies that are going to take a nice little hit. So Steve Polanski's Meats. It sounds like a meat market. Augie's Pizza, Vermilion Market. My goodness, you guys. The list goes on and on. Albert's, the Fresh Deli number 5 in Caston Road, Akron. They really did a number on the state of Ohio. Listeria monocytogenes is commonly known for causing fever, muscle aches, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and also may lead to stillbirth in severe cases. Y'all, we're going to have to figure out a way to make somebody accountable. We're going to have to get to a point where I know I am going to get a little upset. I'm beyond that now from having to read this stuff. But it sounds like to me somebody's feet need to be held to some fire here. How is it that you got the same 2 illnesses back and forth as if it is a Serena and the other girl tennis match back and forth? Let's go back. Let's go way back. Let's go way back. It doesn't even have to be. It could be Navratilova and Chrissy. Let's go back there. Let's go there. We can go Navratilova and Chrissy. This is definitely a tennis match of disease. But something's got to stop because this ain't normal. How are you going to be the biggest and most famous country on the face of the earth and you can't get your mess together? Yeah, that part. Because somebody mean to do this and we letting it happen. Let me shut up because I'm trying my best to do my best. String lights are recalled due to the burn and fire hazards. You don't have to necessarily have them up for Christmas. You may not even be a person who, does the whole Christmas thing. Right? But, let's look at this. Bunkhouse and lots of lights, mini string lights, recalled due to burn and fire hazards. This is important, you guys, because we know a lot of years, holiday times, people's whole house will burn down. Fumble messing around with one set of lights that were either had a short in them or they overheated or something else. Okay. Okay. All right. Um, I got a funny thing to tell you guys about these glasses when I'm done here today. We'll laugh on our way out. Anyway, the name of the product is Bunkhouse and Lots of Lights. Connectable mini string lights. The hazard, the bulbs can overheat when the string lights are plugged directly into an outlet. My God. How many people out here know about the electricity in the wall? Plug it directly into the outlet. That's the whole blasted place. It's not okay. It started on something and then burned all the way down. No, it's in if you plug it into the outlet. Presenting a burn and fire hazard. The remedy is to go get a refund. The recall date was December 7th, right in time for people to start sticking up their stuff. About 34,600 units. Consumers need to contact DM Merchandising at 800-548-6784. I'll say that again in case you want to go get a crayon, a pen, lipstick while you're driving. You want to write this down? 800-548-6784 from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. You can also email them. You still got that lipstick? Still got that crayon? Write this down. Customer service at dmmerch.com or online at https://247dm.com. Global asset Episerver forms 093. Look down below in the description for this one because I'm not reading all of that. But they say that important recall information for more information. That's what you're supposed to put on the reaching out to them. Remedy: customers should immediately stop using and unplug the recalled string lights and then contact the company for a full refund and information on how to take part in the recall. Incidents and injuries. The firm has received 3 reports of the recalled string lights overheating. 3. So if you got 3, you already know for each 3, there's 10. So that's at least 30 people have had an issue with this and didn't even know it. They probably just unplugged the thing and threw it in the trash can. Well, now we know. And you guys, make sure that you pay attention because listen to what we're about to say right now. It was sold at gift stores and boutiques nationwide and online from August of 2023 for all those early birders to September of 2023. Doesn't matter that they stopped being sold at that point. They were already distributed for between $10 and $13. So you may have bought several of them. Because it was only $10 to $13. And if you were shopping and doing all your little pre-holiday doodads, whatchamafigum, guess what? You got the manufacturer by the name of SLIS of China to thank for trying to burn up your holiday, for trying to burn up the wall. You can thank SLIS of China. DM Merchandising Incorporated of Elmhurst, Illinois. It was manufactured in China. Here's the recall number, 24733. Gee, thanks. Gee, thanks. Gee, thanks. I got a story over here that I'm going to pot down. I want to read that story in a few minutes. It just came up, so I'm going to pull that up and set it down there. Not if you saw it, but if you may have. Yeah, between $10 and $13 just to tear on your house, just to burn your place down. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. What's her name? My dear. Hallelujah. Merry Christmas. That part. All right, you guys, here's another one. Here's what this one, when I originally read this, I thought it was a bit curious. Because as I began to read it, I said, All right, tea recall. Now get this, because I did a little digging on this. Tea recall due to the presence of hidden drug ingredients. 34,000, Tanette. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Huh. This tea, they say that it has hidden drugs. What does this tea do when I looked it up? When I looked this tea up, this tea deals with it's an anti-inflammatory when I looked this brand up. So we're going to go ahead on and side eye this one. All right, here we are. WS Global issues a nationwide recall of Himalayan pain relief tea due to the presence of a hidden drug ingredients. Diclofenac and dexamethasone. Yeah. The company did this last Thursday, I believe. Yeah, December 13th, 2023, whatever date that was. It was a food and beverage coffee tea recall because of undeclared drugs. Because if you take this Himalayan tea, it will give you anti-inflammatory and non-steroidal relief because of the hidden drugs in the product. For immediate release, date December 13th, 2023, the company WS Global Incorporated in Brooklyn, New York, is voluntarily recalling all of its Himalayan pain relief tea packets to the consumer level. The products have been found to contain undeclared drugs, diclofenac and dexamethasone. Diclofenac is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, commonly referred to as an NSAID. NSAIDs may cause increased risk of cardiovascular events, such as a heart attack, a stroke, as well as serious gastrointestinal damage, including bleeding, ulceration, and fatal perforation of the stomach and the intestines. This hidden drug ingredient may also interact with other medications and significantly increase the risk of adverse events, particularly when consumers use multiple NSAIDs containing products. Dexamethasone is a corticosteroid commonly used to treat inflammatory conditions. Get this stuff out of here. Get it out. It's commonly used to treat inflammatory conditions. Corticosteroid use can impair a person's ability to fight infections and can cause high blood sugar levels. See the terrible things that can happen with this tea? Muscle injuries and psychiatric problems. Now you done lost your mind messing around with this tea. When corticosteroids are taken for a prolonged period or at high doses, they suppress the adrenal glands. That's those little knobs sitting on the back of the kidneys. And that only licensed healthcare professionals can evaluate patients for the risk or the existence of adrenal suppression. In addition, the undeclared dexamethasone in this Himalayan pain relief tea may cause serious side effects if you combine it with other medicine. Now, this product was distributed nationwide through Amazon and online only. But they'll never be held accountable. Oh, boy. Lord of mercy. These people. The product is used as a tea and is packaged in a light yellow box containing 6 tea packets printed with the barcode, pay attention, 084192 followed by 2 zeros 15. The affected Himalayan pain relief tea lots, the following all lots. To date, WS Global Incorporated has not received any reports of adverse reaction at all, because people are like, whoa, look what I got. All I got to do is take this right here. Ain't no swelling. Everything is doing. I ain't got no pain. I just drink the tea and go to bed. That's the only thing I've been taking. But the consumers, taking the Himalayan pain relief tea should immediately consult their healthcare professional to safely discontinue the use of this product. The risk of withdrawal from the corticosteroids should be assessed by a healthcare professional. Abrupt discontinuation can cause withdrawal symptoms. I got to have some more of that tea. Where can I find more of this tea? That's what they're saying. Abrupt discontinuation can cause some withdrawals. Anybody got some tea? Hey, how you doing? Hey. You got that tea? Hey, player, you got that tea? I need that tea. Consumers with questions regarding this recall can contact WS Global Incorporated by emailing WSNY's Inc. at Outlook.com. They're going to respond in 12 to 24 business hours and welcome to call. You're welcome to call and text the number 347-925-1755. But you cannot call them and say, hey, you got some more of that tea? Got some more of that tea? You better not call them folk messing around with them. Better leave them people alone. You got that tea? Oh. Oh boy. Here's a complete line here. You can look down below once this is published. It'll give you all the information, including the fax number if you decide that you want to send in maybe some receipts showing that you purchased it on the unreliable and the unaccountable website that we mentioned at the top. I won't say it again, just in case you didn't, because I only allegedly said it then. All right, now let's get on with this. We did the tea. We talked about the lights. So now you got some tea. If you was trying to go to bed in the mattress with some lights on at the house, you have a problem, especially if you already ate some fruit. See, do you see how important this stuff is? Because it can affect you on your daily lives. You done had some fruit, had a little cup of tea. You went to bed on the mattress while you had some string lights in the house. Now, you better make sure that you cut off your air fryer. You better make sure that if you bought an air fryer, that this ain't the one you got. Because if this is the one you got, you ain't going to be able to relax. Recall on air fryers because of a burn hazard. Empower Brands recalls Power XL dual basket air fryers due to burn hazard. If you were trying not to eat all that grease and all that fat back, and you went out and you got you one of these, you need to know it could catch a fire. Let's take a look and see what it looks like, so that in tandem with this, we are educated on what it looked like. What it looked like. What's up? Okay, let's check it out. All right, there's 300,000 air fryers recalled after the Burns report. 300,000. Let me see if we can find out what they look like. Empower. You know what I don't like? You go in here. There you go. There's the Empower brand. Okay, so let's take a look at it. What it looked like. What's up? All right, what it looked like. Here's what it looked like. This is what it looked like. You got one of these? There's a recall alert. Empower Brands recalls their Power XL dual basket. 2 baskets. 300,000 of them sold at Target and elsewhere. 300. Over 300. Let's get into the story. Let's get into it, shall we? I think we need to get into it. That's what I think. All right. So now there are over 300,000 of these big boogers that you're going to need to know about. And I don't know about you, but I know they smell sort of funny. And I don't know about this brand, but I know I just got one not long ago as a gift. And I was like, how long is it supposed to smell like burned plastic? And then I sit around in the kitchen and I sort of watch it. I'm sitting in the kitchen and I'm literally watching it like a pot ready to boil. And I'm sitting there because I'm thinking, okay, I know where the fire extinguisher is. I've got this little blanket, this little Toro blanket to put on top of this thing if it decides it wants to blow. Ironically, I didn't know anything about this Empower Brands recall, and I don't have Empower Brands. However, it was smelling a little funny. The name of this product is Power XL DUAF 005 Vortex Dual Basket Air Fryer. The hazard: the plastic U-channel connector used to optionally combine the two food baskets inside of the air fryer can break during use, posing harm and posing a burn hazard. The remedy is a refund. Go get your money, big baby. Go get your money. There's about 319,000 of these little holiday gifts floating all around the United States and possibly other areas. The consumer contact number is 866-704-9370. 319,300 from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Central. You can give them a call Monday through Friday and tell them, hey, I bought one of these things and there's a safety recall and I need my stuff. The description: this recall involves two models of the Power XL dual basket air fryer. The egg-shaped air fryers have two baskets that can be used separately or optionally combined into one large single basket. The recalled air fryers were sold in black or cinnamon colors. The 10-quart DUAF 10 model is about 17 inches long and 16 inches wide, by 12 by 1/2 inches, and weighs about 14 to 14.5 pounds. That's pretty heavy. The 9-quart model is about 14 inches long and it's about 13 inches wide by 15 inches tall, and it weighs about 14 pounds even. The product has a silver label on the front that says Power XL, which is what we just got to seeing when we pulled over here inside of Google. And there is a white label on the bottom of each unit or on the unit's power cord that's listed with the model number. The remedy: you should immediately stop using the recalled dual basket air fryers, and then you need to contact the company for a full refund. In other words, they're not saying go back to Walmart, are they? Here it is: incidents, injuries. The firm has received 41 reports of the product breaking during use, including 3 reports of burns. So you guys, be careful. These products were sold at Walmart, Target, Kohl's, and other stores nationwide, and online at Target.com, Walmart.com, Kohl's.com, and other websites from August of 2021 through October of 2023, between $60 and $190, depending upon the model. The importers: Empower Brands LLC of Middleton, Wisconsin. But who made it in such large numbers available? Who is it that made it in such large numbers? I'm going to keep on doing this because we got a problem here, Houston. We got a problem because we continue to trust these folks and the manufacturer. How can one country be so inept? How can we have the same type of problems? Who's mine in the store? Manufactured in China, and the recall number is 24051. Again, it was manufactured in China. The recall number is 24051. That again is a recall on air fryers due to the possibility of burn hazard. That was made in China. The lights were made in China. The mattresses made in China. Mattresses made in China, right? Let's see. Were they in China as well? Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. Made in China. All right, you guys. I think that's going to do it for us today with regards to all of these, because there are so many more things. I mean, I'm sure there's so many more. I did the frozen pizza. We talked about that. I'm amazed, but I'm not shocked. I'm amazed, but I'm not shocked. I've got to come back to finish up doing some other work in a few minutes, you guys. So I am going to be back. You don't have to hang out if you don't want to, but I do want to record. I do want to record publicly and live 2 of the stories that dropped while we were all together. They got the new federal figures that show the surge in homelessness among our own. Excuse me. Now, I'm going to give you the story really quickly about my glasses. I can't see squat but the big letters. You don't want to know why? Because I got a new little baby. And the noise that you hear with the ting, 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 ting noise upstairs that you may hear, you may not hear it, I don't know, is my new little baby. It's my dog. These glasses pretty much are no more. Sandy Aaron sent me a picture of a dog with some glasses on, because the dog literally, like the one that ate the homework, literally ate the glasses, and you can't see it. But there's all these pits all down here, all around here, all here. I don't know how. I went to bed with them. I must have dropped them. I must have had them in my hand, dropped them off the bed, because when I woke up, couldn't find the glasses. A day later, blind as a bat, sick as a dog, we found him. He had them in his lair. He's only 7 months. His name is Buddy. And in this case, I called him everything but Buddy. Because Buddy jacked my glasses up, man. Buddy jacked my glasses up. I reached out to Dolce & Gabbana to say, hey, wouldn't you just love to sponsor me for another pair? They thought it was a cute and novel idea, but I haven't heard back from them since they told me to give them more information. Nonetheless, Buddy ate my glasses. And I mean ate my glasses. I don't even think y'all can see this. So I'm saying that to say, somebody say something in the chat, because the chat is frozen on this side. I need somebody to at least say, hey, put a number up or something so that it keeps some movement going. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. But I just wanted to let you guys know that, yeah, I keep doing some weird stuff with the glasses and looking and stuff. He ate this whole side here. He just munched down. He munched. And I mean, my lenses are eaten up. So it is my highest hope that Dolce & Gabbana responds, because I've been wearing these frames, changing the prescription for several years, and that they have always been some of my favorite glasses, even though I've had other ones. I've had YSL. I used to rock a pair of YSL until they stopped making those back in the day. Then after the YSL, these came. So I think I stopped doing the YSLs in 1999 or 2000 even. And then after 2000 even, I've been using these. As a matter of fact, my grandson's 12 years old, and I've had this particular frame since before he was born. He was born in whatever 12 years old would be. With that said, yeah. Excuse me, we were very, very ill around here. I don't know what that thing was. I'm sure I pretty much could figure it out. But with that said, yeah, so that's the deal. So I'm glad that we're over with the reading, because now I don't have to have my face getting scratched up, because this baby did a number on these. If anybody has an inroads to Dolce & Gabbana, somebody's already responded from Dolce & Gabbana. But I tell you what, Deborah, them coins you gave, baby, I'm going to advance those coins out of next month's money and put them together if I don't hear from them, because I can't have no scratchy. But it's just a funny little thing. And I wish you guys could meet him. The problem is I can't bring him downstairs to the office because, well, he's afraid to go back up the stairs by himself. But he is rambunctious, and he is the cutest thing. And as soon as I'm able to let you guys meet him, Mr. Buddy, I will let you meet Buddy. Buddy is absolutely adorbs. Adorbs, absolutely. So with that said, I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys for being here with us. I think that this is a worthy ideal for us to continue to look at and continue to talk about with any of the recalls that are coming up, because to me, I think that by focusing on this, it helps us a lot. The reason why it helps us a lot is because it brings to the forefront that these things are seriously going on right now. I didn't know anything about any lights. I didn't know anything about any mattresses. But I always say that I believe that the things that we've recently decided to start focusing on touch each and every one of us, one way or another. It's not as broad as something going on up ahead of us with a bunch of people with a bunch of masks on. And I mean like Halloween masks. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, not so broad as that. A little bit more in our faces, because it's important. So make sure that you guys take away from this the necessity of looking in your own kitchen and your own pantry, double checking, go all the way back to if the sodas. I know a lot of people say they don't drink sodas. Sometimes when I go out with people and we sit down and we order, somebody orders a Sprite to go with their Mexican dinner or whatever. You may have some of the Sprite. You might have some of the Coca-Cola product. You never know. Double check. A lot of people buy it for their grandkids to come over and eat up all the world. Double check these things. You may not do it. Somebody else might. Make sure you check on the oatmeal that we talked about this past weekend. Make sure that you check on all of that. Not everybody got a Tesla, but let's talk about the Tesla situation really quickly. Did you guys watch this movie on Netflix just recently? And I know that I did. Matter of fact, I've got to watch it again. There was a part in there where the woman, I forgot her name, is it Julia Roberts? I believe it was Julia Roberts, where Julia Roberts and her family were driving in a vehicle. And they get to this area where it's like a blocked up area where all of these vehicles were running into each other that were all Teslas. Shortly after that movie came out, then they did the recall the other day. There's something about that movie. And do you guys remember a few months ago, there were deer, there were doe, there were big, I mean, they were like all over this one particular neighborhood. I want to see if I can find that story again. But it was they were all over a particular neighborhood, big ones, and they were just sitting there on people's yards, just sitting there stoically, just sitting. Massive amounts of deer. Remember a few years ago when the birds used to just drop out the sky at the top of every year? Remember that weirdo stuff? I don't know. But I do know there's a lot of weird things that are going on. And so if we can govern the stuff that protects or harms us directly, the things that we deal with directly on a daily basis, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be a lot better off. But nonetheless, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in over there on the other side. Both Headlines with the Voice and the Lockhart Perspective. Time to have Ronnie Mann on again. It's time to have Ronnie Mann on again. We got a topic that I really want to talk about with him. One that he, as he says, I want to bust you in the head with some knowledge. He busted me in the head with some knowledge, and it is amazing. This knowledge is really amazing. And so keeping that in mind, I really want to see Ronnie Mann very soon, because this information that he has is so telling. It's very, very telling. I love you guys. Let me put these eyeballs back on so I can see just a smidge before we get out of here. All right, you guys. You all take care. Master Bates, you got that tea? Hey, Teresa. How are you? Rage, what's going on, big baby? How you doing? You're so welcome, Deborah. And again, thank you for supporting the channel. So today, you're basically the sponsor of the show. Thank you for your due diligence. We appreciate you. All right, you guys, we're out of here. We're going to get on out of here. I want you guys to remember what we always say, that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Most High. So it don't matter what other folks say. It only matters what he says. And in tandem with that, I want you guys to make sure that you take care of each other. Take care of one another. But you got to take care of yourself first. Make sure about that. Hey, Avis. Thank you. I appreciate you, precious. Have I hugged everybody? James Smith, there's your hug. Teresa, there's your hug. I'm glad you're doing better, baby love. Deborah gave you your hug. Tonette gave you your hug. Rage, you know I'm always hug on you. Master Bates, what's going on? Hug. Who else? Daryl, hug. Dean, hug. Hugs. Hugs. Watchman hugging you, baby. Scrap owl, hug. Can you imagine a fighting owl? Whew. Boy. Sandy. Me and Sandy sat up talking all night long, cracking up laughing. Cracking up laughing. Troy Walker, what's good, baby love? Okay, I think that's about it. Vine Dressers Brands didn't see you. How you doing? All right, y'all, we're out of here. I want you guys to make sure that you take care of yourself. Let's fund Felicia a turkey cooking show. Start with the glasses. Y'all can fund that. If somebody want to do that, fund my glasses so I can see. We could do that, but that's funny. A turkey cooking show. Huh? How would I do the turkey? How would I do the turkey? I think I could do the turkey in the backyard. Do the turkey in the backyard. And then we can deep fry it. We can deep fry that big booger. How about that? Do a turkey in the backyard and deep fry it. Try that. In the interim, y'all get your sister some glasses. I love each and every one of you guys. Remember what we always say, take care of yourselves, because if you don't take care of yourself, ain't nobody else gonna do it. Trust me and believe me, I've tried it. I've tried taking care of everybody else and not doing me first. And when I don't do me first, it always ends up bad. But when I take care of me first, put a little something here, a little something there, and, maybe, we'll do a little something or whatever. I always feel better, and everybody else is always best as well. All right, you guys, take care of yourselves. Make sure that when I see you again, you've taken care of my friend, because my friend is you, and I love you. All right? All right. Y'all take care. To receive instant notification each time I upload, please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification.
Helping you along the way. Helping you to make it through another day. Yeah. Everything you need to know that you never knew, that you need to know. Lockhart Perspective.
I've always been a unique person, you know what I mean? Sort of laid back in a way, but very adamant and very passionate about what I believe. I think a lot of times that sort of throws people off because they don't expect me to have the mindset or the process of thought that I do. And so when you come in to watch my channel, you may hear a myriad of thoughts and ideas that could be different from others. What I want you to do is just sit back, like, share, and subscribe.